Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This video we're going to be ranking all characters from Pizzeria Simulator. Or Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria Simulator. Oh my gosh, okay, let's get into it. Number 53 is the Junior's Bouncer. The Junior's Bouncer is the guy who stands outside of the Junior's bar and basically tells William Afton, aka Mustard Man, to leave him because he's already had too many drinks. He's a pretty minor character and only has about one dialogue, which is why I placed him as my least favorite character in this game. Number 52 is Mrs. Afton. We actually don't know if this is Mrs. Afton, but considering how William Afton ignores her sadness and instead decides to go abuse Michael, it's probably his wife. And no, she's not inside of Ballora. I don't like that people keep saying that, it makes me angry. Anyways, number 51 is Gray Freddy. Gray Freddy is a shadow-like figure that corrupts the pizza minigame at the beginning of the game. He doesn't seem to have any other appearances or lore implications, so he sits here at number 51. Number 50 is Pizza Freddy. Pizza Freddy is pretty much the same thing as Gray Freddy, but he's a good guy. He's a tad behind the list, but, you know, still not a very interesting character. Number 49 is Marty. This is the plumber guy who appears on one of those poster sponsor things that you should not accept. It'll make the playthrough like 10 times harder. Anyways, he's a boring character. Number 48 is Rosie Paper Pal. Number 47 is Hippo Paper Pal. And number 46 is the Silly Paper Pal. Rosie Paper Pal is basically just a paper buddy from FNAF 2. Hippo Paper Pal is just Mr. Hippo as a paper pal. And Silly Paper Pal is cute, so therefore it's the best of the three. Number 45 is Flo, which is just a big tooth that is kind of unsettling. Number 44 is the Freddy Maze Spring Bonnie. This is the evil bunny rabbit that appears in the Freddy Maze. It's not to be confused with the realistic Spring Bonnie that gets shown, you know, taking away Susie at the end of the game. That's just Spring Bonnie. But anyways, Freddy Maze Spring Bonnie is just the yellow pixelated rabbit, and it's pretty boring. Number 43 is Fist Time Pop. This is just Soda Pop up with a face. It's hard to list though because it reappears in Secret the Mimic, if I'm not wrong. Number 42 is Wacky Warthog. This is yet another sponsor, and it's used for clearing reports, which is really weird because I don't think this should be in a pizzeria where you're like, let's go get some yummy pizza while I think about my foot warts. Number 41 is RASC. RASC is a strange one. For the longest time I didn't even count it as a character, but it is an AI, so it technically is a character. I'm pretty sure that it's supposed to mimic sounds and body heat of an average child, similar to how FNAF 3 worked. It's used to lure the animatronics into the labyrinth. It stands for Remote Activated Stimulated Child. Number 40 is Rockstar Parrot. This bird is only this kind of list because apparently it likes me.
Char, me bird likes you, so I'll do ye a favor.
Number 39 is Neon Jukebox. It's just a jukebox with eyes, but I think it's underrated. Number 38 is Tutorial Unit. This guy is apparently a different character from the hand unit in this location. I did not think that. I learned this a few days ago, so that's cool. Anyways, this character is very funny, and I like that he lived on Help Wanted and so on. Number 37 is the Salvage Sign. This is an Easter egg character that appears after you finish a night. Well, rarely, because I only get it once. It's my second most played FNAF game. Anyways, this character seems like a cool person, which is why he's at number 37. Number 36 is Susie. Out of all the 4 dead children, I'd have to say that we know the most about Susie. I mean, we got a Fazbear fight story on her. It's not canon very much, but we have this. We have all the voice lines from UCN. Either way, Susie is a pretty gruesome look into how the victims of William Afton must have felt. Number 35 is the Ball Pit Tower. It's a ball pit tower but with a silly face. Number 34 is Pan Stan. This is my least favorite of all the members of Trash in the Gang. It's just sort of unsettling, but not unsettling enough, if that makes sense. In other words, he's trying to live up to the absolute masterpiece that Bucket Bob is, but, you know, he fails to do so. Number 33 is Mustard Man, aka William Afton. I actually like this interpretation of William. I like to see the fact that he's yellow, which most likely means good, as sort of his breaking point. Midnight Motors is directly after William gets drunk and murders Charlotte Emily, which is probably his main breaking point. Or I guess you could say his son getting killed is. Anyways, it filled him with the realization that he needs to do anything in his power to bring back his kid, as well as to filling out or finding out the secret to eternal life. But not to say that he was good for all that. I mean, he definitely abused his kids, and most likely his wife. At least whenever he wasn't hiding away or working and ignoring them. Nonetheless, Mr. Man is a good character, as well as a nice representation of William Afton before he gained his horrible recognition. Number 32 is Mr. Hugs. This is probably the most unsettling member of the Trash in the Gang. I really don't like this guy, but he does have some really interesting ties with Edwin Murray. I suppose we'll see more of this freak whenever Five Nights at Freddy's really releases, but I'm hoping we don't. Number 31 is Gumball Swivelhands. I've always thought Gumball Swivelhands feels like a scrap 6 character of Trash in the Gang, but I suppose a pristine Gumball machine is too dandy for Trash in the Gang. Although someone even more beautiful than Gumball Swivelhands is number 30, which is Mr. Can-Do. This guy is quite literally a trash can. And he does have a red balloon in his head, which I quite like. He's just mid in my opinion. Not bad, not great, just middle. Number 29 is Pig Patch. I hate Pig Patch. If we're going to talk about mid, then Pig Patch is one of the most mid in the whole series of FNAF in general. He's boring, he's forgettable, but not in a good way like Bucket Bob or Egg Baby. This is the first genuine animatronic on the list, and I just don't know why. He's annoying, and I hate his voice. But other than that, I don't mind him. Number 28 is Prize King. Prize King is cool. I think he deserves more recognition because he's shiny and golden. Number 27 is Egg Baby. Egg Baby is cool because it's a humanoid egg, just like this nightmare. Like, I had nightmares because of that when I was younger. Anyways, number 26 is Susie's dog. Susie's dog is actually a very interesting lore-filled character. I barely even counted this as a character, but if you watch any of these rankings before, I count plushies as characters. So, anyways, I've always liked Susie's dog. I was there when the theory of Mangle being Susie's dog appeared, and what I find the most interesting is the Dirt Mound theory. Of course, it could be the Crying Child or some other dedicated, possibly a suit or animatronic that William buried of sorts. But the most plausible answer is that Susie's dog is underneath that mound of dirt. I think John FNAF had this theory. Anyways, it's actually quite a good example of how William executed his plans. He wasn't dumb, not at all. He was extremely smart. I'm guessing that after he got his first kill, which was Charlie, he decided to execute a real plan before killing him. So he tracked Susie. He must have learned that she came to the pizzeria very often, and he needed something to persuade her to follow him. So he killed her dog, even changed the code in the arcade machine to show a dead dog, then waited for Susie to play it, and after that, she became the first victim of the missing children incident. But yeah, I'm sure that if I thought about it a lot more, I would come up with even more theories about Susie's dog, but I just think he's a pretty cool character, and it does show that William Afton was smart, and that he's even more insane because he kills dogs along with children. Number 25 is Funtime Cupcake. I like Funtime Cupcake. I've heard that most people don't like it because of how creepy it looks, but you have to think about the other cupcakes. Honestly, I think that the OG Mr. Cupcake is the scariest one. So far at least. It can literally shred you to pieces. And no, it wasn't just a thing in the movie. Read the books, read the week before. The dude's daughter gets eaten because he gives the cupcake to her for some unknown reason. Number 24 is Rockstar Chica. Rockstar Chica is my least favorite of all the Rockstars. The only thing she has going for her is a wet floor sign and Ultimate Custom Night. And even that was a mediocre mechanic, which, to be fair, most mechanics in Ultimate Custom Night are strange to say the least. I just feel like she would fit into the mediocre melodies much better. But she does have maracas, which is, I find it very fun. Number 23 is Fruit Punch Clown. Fruit Punch Clown is the worst of the duo between him and Lemonade. Mainly because I don't like Fruit Punch. Like, I would rather have a glass of cold lemonade on a hot summer day than Fruit Punch. Number 22 is Ned Bear. I have mixed feelings about Ned Bear. I used to hate him, but I think I just don't like his design. I like it a lot better now, but it is still just boring. I mean, it's made to mock Fredbear, which is most likely William's design, but the only reason it's this high on the list is because of how scary he sounds when I have the vengeful spirit speaking through him. It's the scariest of all the mediocre melodies, but it also means that it's one of the worst ones. Number 21 is Orville Elephant. Orville is another character that I have mixed feelings about. He is cool, but he rarely appears anymore in future games, like characters like Happy Frog and Mr. Hippo. He's just very fadeable, but whenever I do remember him, he sounds pretty interesting. He was the Freddy Fazbear of the mediocre melodies, and he was also best friends with Mr. Hippo, similar to how Freddy was probably with Bonnie. Number 20 is Number 1 Crate. I love this guy. He's my second favorite character from Trash the Gang, and he just looks cute. He's also mysterious in some way, but I can't really explain how. Anyways, that's number 1 crate. Number 19 is Happy Frog. Happy Frog is alright. She's kind of annoying, but nowhere near as annoying as FNAF Chica or Torchica. But she is up there. I like that she is always silly and happy, even whenever talking to a child murderer or my cousin. Number 18 is Lemonade Clown. Lemonade Clown is this high up because, as I said before, I like lemonade. Much, much better than Fruit Punch. Also, I feel like people forget about Lemonade Clown more than they do Fruit Punch Clown, because the name doesn't roll off the tongue as much as Fruit Punch. I just feel like he deserves more recognition. Number 17 is FNAF Chica. I know I said she's annoying, but I don't hate this character. And I'm glad that she wasn't in Sister Location, because I don't think that she really fits the theme very well. I feel like Sister Location tried to capture a circus theme, but FNAF Chica doesn't really capture it very well, if that makes sense. She captures like a 1950s diner theme. I don't know how to explain it. But the one thing I do hate about this design is that one of her chest plates is missing. Why? Is it supposed to show decay or something? Because she's old? I don't think so, because if that were the case, it would have more than one piece for missing. That's always angered me. But other than that, she's a pretty good character. Number 16 is Charlotte Emily. Charlie is a very, very low-level character. I'm 99% sure that she was William's first victim. That is, if the dead body in a Fredbear suit in FNAF 4 doesn't mean anything. It is very complicated, as you can probably see. You know, there's lots of theories about it. Anyways, she was just trapped outside the pizzeria due to a bunch of bullies. Whenever William killed her, threw her body next to a bunch of trash bins, and then Puppet tries to go save her, but slowly fails because of the rain, and Puppet stops working and falls right on top of Charlie's dead body. Charlotte was William's first and most violent punch toward his partner Henry, who was probably mad at. If he had to lose a kid, then Henry did too. And after all that, it was him who helped make the animatronics that fell on his son, and probably led to all this in the first place. Also, I'm not counting this character as the same Charlotte who's in the books and the movies, just the games. Number 15 is El Chip. I know many of you are going to be upset that I put such an amazing character to most this on the list, but I've just never found El Chip to be interesting. The only reason he's high on this list is because he was mostly made as a tribute to Chipper and Friends, which was the game Scott made before creating FNAF, pretty sure. Anyways, I did really like his appearance in Security Breach, even if he wasn't physically there. Number 14, Mr. Hippo. Mr. Hippo sacrifices a lot, making us laugh, telling us stories, or even crawling through air ducts. It's not easy for a hippo to be crawling around hot air vents. It reminds me of a time when I was younger. I was watching some scary movies on my trusty old phone, and I was pretty scared. I mean, well, kids being scared of everything that just ain't real, like Bigfoot or ghosts for that matter. Anyways, where was I? Oh, yes. I was watching those scary videos, and then I realized, man, I'm starting to sweat quite a bit. And that's when I realized that I was under about 6 pairs of blankets and a sleeping bag. Reminds me of this one time I was staying over at my grandparents' cabin. The other side of them, I don't really see it much, but I don't really mind. It was autumn, or was it spring? No. It was spring. The leaves were just beginning to grow back. Yes. Anyways, I had seen this poster on the wall, and it showed a photo of a frog giving me a thumbs up. And, that doesn't make any sense, a frog giving a thumbs up. You see, I said that had to be fake, I figured. But no, frogs really do give you thumbs up. I saw it right there, right in front of me. And you asked me, what does this all have to do with Mr. Hippo? And you see, it doesn't, because, well, not everything has to be a story, or have meaning when you tell it, Sometimes a fellow just wants to talk. Well, that's when I told myself, darn, that frog might be dead. Number 13 is Bucket Bob. I love Bucket Bob. He's the best character in Trash in the Gang. His face is just so cute, and his arms, and most of all, his super cool smile. Most people say that this guy's the creepiest, but I really don't see it. For a mere $10, you can have a companion for life. I see Bucket Bob to be similar to that of a dog. He's that amazing. Number 12 is Rockstar Foxy. Rockstar Foxy is kind of nice. Sometimes he kills me, but other times he doesn't, and it's honestly really nerve-wracking whenever I click on his bird. I put him up this high because of his design. I love it so much. It's one of the first fully fixed Foxies, which so was FNAF Foxy, but this one has the other Foxy color scheme, so it's cooler. Number 11 is Rockstar Freddy. I will most certainly not deposit 5 points for you, Rockstar Freddy. I noticed you're trying to be intimidating, but you're nothing like the next character on this list. And you just sit there and beg for money. That's not cool, it's just sad. It is better than saying, take this please. That's for another video. Number 10 is Rockstar Bonnie. This character is terrifying. I will probably make a top 10 scariest FNAF characters video, and elaborate a lot more, but I'm certain he'll be up there. I've always found this character to have that type of insane murder vibe to it. It's like William Afton in a way. I don't know, he's always scared me. Number 9 is Music Man. Music Man is kind of annoying in Ultimate Custom Night, but I really love his design and how he talks. He sounds like a mad scientist or something. And of course, MadPat loves this character, so it gives him a lot more points in this ranking. Music Man is just overall a very memorable and unnerving character. Number 8 is Candy Cadet. I love Candy Cadet. He's like the voice of all those dank meme videos from 2019 and 2018. I actually don't know what most of his stories mean, and I've caught myself sitting down listening to his voice lines, trying to solve what he's saying, but I'm not very good at encrypting them. I do know that in Pizzeria Simulator they have to do with the missing children incident, but you know, when he appeared in later games, I'm not so sure about that. Anyways, Candy Cadet is always a good choice when spending your fast coins in the simulator part of the game. Number 7 is Helpy. I honestly thought Helpy would be somewhere in the top 3, but after some thinking, he's not that cool. Well, he obviously is because he's in the top 10, but you know what I mean. I like that he does my taxes for me whenever we get sued and stuff like that, but I can just snap his spine anytime I want as well, and that's also pretty fun. I especially like that he became Fazbear Entertainment's mascot. It reminds me of Dumb Ways to Die characters, but I don't really know why. I feel like Fazbear Entertainment would do like a prep video for new employees and show Helpy having accidents in the workplace and dying. Number 6 is Security Puppet. I really like Security Puppet. Its design is probably my favorite out of any other puppet-like character. I like to think that Henry made this animatronic as an upgrade from the first puppet, and this one would be solely for security in order to not let what happened to Charlie happen to another kid or parent. Number 5 is Henry Emily. This character is amazing. I love that he worked with William and they had so much history with the Fazbear Company, but most of all of it is his speech. In the FNAF 6 ending speech, he reveals that he too played a part in all this horror and sadness. He unknowingly caused it. He could have stopped it sooner, but chose not to or didn't know how to. He even let his daughter die. Maybe if he wasn't addicted to his work, his daughter would still be here. He called them all here: William, the missing children, Elizabeth, and most importantly, his daughter. He saved them all by burning them to the ground, allowing their souls to move on. Well, most of them, but we'll get more on that later. Either way, Henry having this much of a part in the story and eventually ending a large part of it is the reason he's my 5th favorite Pizzeria Sim character. Number 4 is Scrap Baby. Scrap Baby is the embodiment of a follower. She was pretty much murdered by her father, William, but more than 30 years later, she still loves him and would do anything for him. All just to make him proud, which it shows in the speech on Saturday that she does, which is the last day of Pizzeria Simulator, when it all gets burned down. She talks about how Michael and Henry really wants to fall into their traps, but she would soon learn that is the other way around. Number 3 is Lefty. Lefty stands for lure, encapsulate, fuse, transport, and extract. It's actually spelled Lefty with an E at the end, but, you know, they switched it to a Y for some reason. Anyways, Lefty is a very interesting character. It really shows that these scrap animatronics were wandering around in the real world for years. And the smartest one, Puppet, Henry actually needed a force for to come into the pizzeria, so he created Lefty, which caught and trapped Puppet instead of a dark in it and more broken down looking Rockstar Freddy. I also find it funny that you can just let Lefty in to your pizzeria by buying her for $5, which is obviously way too cheap for a full-blown, pristine-looking animatronic. I guess Henry really wanted his daughter's torment to end. Number 2 is Molten Freddy. Molten Freddy is like a cooler, less scary version of Funtime Freddy. I honestly don't know which one I like more. Either way, Molten Freddy is very cool. He's basically the embodiment of all the missing children, because, you know, they got put into the fun times. Molten Freddy is basically entered. Well, he was entered, but then they kicked out Circus Baby because she was annoying or something, but yeah, that's Molten Freddy. And lastly is my favorite character in all the Pizzeria Simulator, William Afton. Now, let me explain myself. This is the true William, not Springtrap, not Purple Guy, William Afton. He is finally free of all the calls of children. The suit no longer forces him to run towards the sound of kids playing. He ripped all those parts out and he replaced them with chunks of missing suit parts from another character. That character was most definitely Golden Freddy. I mean, look at his feet and his snout. He caused all of this. I love this character. I see it as an embodiment of what William always wanted to be, to live forever and to keep his murder spree up in check. He could do this as William Afton, as the scrap of a corpse that he had become. I don't know, the design is hated on way too much, and honestly, as a character, William Afton is amazing. I also really like his design. I think it's a good design, and that it just, the feet are what ruins it mostly. And the mouth, like the skull mouth, that's the only bad thing. Anyways, if it was more realistic, it would be the best design ever. But I think it's hated on way too much. Anyways, that's it for this video, so bye-bye, thank you for watching. Wait, no, that's wrong. The Sharkbyte video is the cookie cutter shark. It's a small, glowing, it's actually, so we're going over the large tooth cookie cutter shark. There's 2 species, I'm pretty sure. Anyways, it gets to about 1 to a little under 2 feet long. I think 22 inches for females, or 23 inches for females, 22. It looks like a cigar, like it's that shape. And it actually has a giant oily liver. It accounts for 35% of their total body weight and allows them to hover in the water column and travel to deep depths with minimal effort. It actually has a band around the throat that, when viewed from below, looks like a small fish. This tricks the much larger predators into swimming closer, which then they can parasite off of them, which they actually do by making a cookie cutter shaped bite into them and ripping out a chunk of them. You'll see it on whales, most commonly sperm whales, those type of whales, stuff like that. You can see it on other sharks, big sharks, like even great whites, and on submarines, like boats and stuff like that too. So, yeah. Anyways, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.